1% of dudes rapping, they ain't nice as me. 98% ain't live the same type of life as me. The judge gave me life and then they sent me where the life is be. That level 4 with depth and vice, the type of stuff they like to see. Two choices, fight or flee. I refuse to die a chump. I never been a mark, but damn, it's scary when that riot jump. I seen dudes cry, get pumped, and some sexually brutalized. Knew a dude who lost his life and he was only doing 5 year-long racial fights when homie all you do is ride. Lonely days and nights up in a hole causing suicide. From the moment you arrive, you see the Mexican mafia, AB skinheads with big giant swastikas, pro-black philosophers, the BGF, the Kumi, and Muslims who will murk you from the nation to the Sunni. That MS was loony, quick to ride up on they rival. Even Christians went to church, hide knives up in they Bible. Political and tribal, the Crips and Damus, the Long Beach, the Hubs and the Dubs and the Grooves, the IE, the Bakersfield, the Dago Pyrus, the Hustlers quick to roll, the gangsters don't move, whatever.
Say what's cracking, YouTube? It's your boy 16 to life, and I'm back like I'm on a parole violation. Yard down. Now, for those of y'all that's new to my page, in 1994, I got arrested. I was eventually sentenced to 16 years plus life, and I served 24 years straight in the California prison system, man. Hey, check it out. The other day, I bumped into a brother, man, who had a transportation company by the name of Wilmar's. You gave me the card. I ended up losing the card, man. So if you happen to see this, please hit me up in my email so I can get your phone number and to the business, and I can throw you a couple of commercials on here, man. With that being said, let's jump right up into this video, man. So now, I saw recently, I mean, literally like 20, 30 minutes ago, Damion Porter is saying that No Jumper snitched on him. You know, that's crazy. So anyway, man, without any further ado, let's hop into the video and get a play-by-play from the big fella.
Welcome to another episode, everyone. I'm upset. No Jumper just snitched on me. They just called YouTube.
Now, I'm going to get further into this video, right? But if this is true, this is diabolical, man. This is diabolical. Let's keep going, though.
Yes, Adam 22. Someone over there at No Jumper. So, I'm doing my content, and I go to the YouTube studio, and it's telling me I got a copyright strike today, May 14th. I said a copyright strike. It says right there, content removed by No Jumper. Content removed by No Jumper. Come to find out, it's a video that I did March 23rd. This is May 14th. 2 months ago, I did this video where the title said, I can't even see the video because YouTube took it down. The title said, Crip Mac loses it and challenges J Hood to a fight. So it must have been a video where Crip Mac was in there. J Hood called. I'm recalling the video. J Hood called. Crip Mac was there on No Jumper. And they started talking about squabbling and all this a couple of months ago. But the thing is this. I have a right. I have fair use. I have a right to use the content by law. I have a right to use the content. Everything on YouTube is a reaction. Everything on you, everybody on YouTube uses someone else's content to make content one way or another. If you're doing a homicide stories, if you're doing a case on murders, guess what? You're using that person's life. You're interviewing the family, this and that. You're reporting on what happened with the murder, the suspects. You're making content out of them and out of their situation. You're reacting to their situation and making content out of it. No Jumper itself makes content out of everyone, out of everybody, plays their videos. No Jumper has mentioned me on their channel. Whack 100 mentioned my name on their channel. I'm not filing a complaint. Whack 100 has me in his titles and thumbnails as well. I run Whack 100 content, but they have me in their titles and thumbnails as well. Go to his channel and see.
Yeah, this is crazy, right? I don't watch a whole lot of No Jumper, but periodically I do tap in with it depending on what the subject of the day is, because due to the fact that I'm a content creator myself, they may be addressing something that I want to address, right? And on this particular day, I can't remember who was all up there, right? But at some point they was talking about, you know, somebody else, you know, had done a story and somebody had told Adam to basically, you know, complain or whatever. And Adam said no. He said, man, you can't do that. He said it's fair use, right? Basically what fair use is if Damion Porter is playing this video right here, right? I can react to his video. I can't just let his video play in its entirety. That's why at times you have to stop the video. You have to add your input. You have to change the property of the video. You have to give your opinion, things like that. And that's a reaction, right? So I say all that to say it seemed like Adam 22 was fairly aware of this, fair use law, because he said, he doesn't do it because, it's allowed. So now for him to turn around and do it is crazy. I mean, I don't understand. And I'll give my opinion a little further, but let's hear what the big fella has to say. Hey, look, hey, check it out, Damion. I got your name right in the thumbnail this time, man. Damion. I got your name right, big fella. I got your name right.
These individuals, man. So now I just checked something out. I'm figuring out, okay, what can I do here? A couple things. For one, thankfully, I'm still able to upload. That's why you're watching this video right now. When you get a community guideline strike like I had done back in January, you can't upload for a week when you get one strike. You get 2 strikes, you can't upload for 2 weeks. You get 3 strikes, you're done. Your channel is gone. It's over. Same thing with copyright strikes. Your channel is gone if you get 3 of them, but nevertheless, you can still upload. Apparently, I'm still able to upload. They didn't take me down for 1 week like they do with a community guideline strike. Now, at first, I was putting up the disclaimer on some of these reaction videos, the fair use. I have fair use. I have a couple of options here. I can appeal it. I can contact No Jumper. They left their email for me to contact them. But I checked something out, and this one individual says that he won on appeal 118 copyright strikes in 1 year. 118 of them. All these channels that he was reacting to, whatever, they was just hitting them with copyright strikes because they want the revenue from it. All right? They don't want you to get the revenue from the content, even though you're putting your own spin on it, your own perspective. You're making your own content out of that content. They don't want you to get the money. Or if you're speaking about them in a negative light, whatever. They're going to hit YouTube, try to get you taken down, get your channel taken down, get the videos taken down, what have you. This is a video that I did in March.
And let me stop right there, right? That brings me to my next point, right? And I'm going to try to stay composed, right? But I feel content creators who put strikes on other content creators, it's some bitch shit. I can't stay composed. Man, that's some fucking bitch shit, man. Let me explain to y'all, right? And I've seen several content creators on YouTube, right, say that if someone else uses their material, they're gonna get a strike, or you have to contact me first, and all this other bitch shit, right? That's some bitch shit. First and foremost, let me tell you why, right? When, for the most part, every now and then, you have something go outside of what I'm getting ready to say, but for the most part, when you drop a video, it's gonna do the numbers it's gonna do in the first 2 days, maybe 2-3 days, right? Then it's done. If you drop a video and it gets 14,000, for the most part, that's it. Maybe a year or two later, if it got 14,300 views, maybe a year later, you may see it at 14,000, 455 views. It may go up a little bit. It's not going to increase significantly, right? And then second of all, when you drop a video or whatever, and it does what it does or whatever, the money, you get a check from Google. You get a check from YouTube. So if I drop a video, right, say it does 8,000 views, then the big fella, Damion Porter, Damion, you know what I'm saying? He reacts to the video I do, and his video does 46,000 views, way more than mine. None of that money is still coming out of my pocket. He gonna get what he gonna get. So I don't understand why dudes be doing this hating ass shit, right? To me, it's just, I don't understand it, man. Like I say, from time to time, I'll do a video. Like last year, I done a video about a riot at a Vegas prison, and that video climbed and climbed and climbed and climbed for about a month and a half, man. That video did like 13. how much did the video do? Like 100-some thousand views, right? So that was my best video, and it continued to climb and climb and climb. But for the most part, that don't happen. But like I said, man, the money is not coming out of my pocket regardless. I don't understand why dudes do that, right? I mean, you know, and I've seen some dudes, man, some of these dudes have these so-called gangster channels. You know what I'm saying? And they talk about this and they talk about that. But to me, the pettiness of it all, I don't understand. Like I said, once again, man, the money is coming from YouTube, man. I don't care. And if somebody react to something I do, it's just more publicity. But anyway, let's get back to it.
They're just now saying something about it today and just now getting a copyright strike on my channel. But I'm about to get that copyright strike off because my options are simple. I can respond, email Adam22 or No Jumper and ask them to take the copyright strike down themselves.
Don't do that.
You know, that I'll give them the revenue from the video, or we can share the revenue from the video or whatever.
Don't do that.
Or I can appeal it to YouTube, which is what I'm about to do.
For sure.
And then YouTube gives the claimant, in this case, No Jumper, 10 days, 10 business days, so about 2 weeks, to prove, to show evidence to them, to YouTube, that they are filing a federal complaint against me, a charge for using their content, for using that content, which they would never do. They'll never send that to YouTube. First of all, it's too costly, it's timely, and all of your content will be taken down too then if that's the case. We're going to fight each other. We're going to go back and forth. I'm a countersuit. I'm going to file a counter charge because you use everyone else's content as well, Adam22.
So, and see, that's where the bullshit comes into the game, right? All this. And then you do have some of these content creators who may have extremely more viewers and get a bigger bag than others, feel that, okay, I'm going to drag this dude through the mud because financially it's going to affect him worse than it's going to affect me. Once again, bitch shit. You know, if I'm not mistaken, I seen a dude who was a little on the heavy side, you know, talk about that. A dude who used to be on No Jumper. And that's all I'm going to say, man. The dude was a little on the heavy side. But to me, at the end of the day, that's, like I said, I don't understand it, man. That's bitch shit. If you guys have watched my channel for the longest, I said, man, I think everybody should have a YouTube page. This shit is wonderful. To be able to sit back. I mean, I'm talking about, you know, if you get to the point where you are blessed to have your channel monetized, you're able to sit back, give your opinion, develop ideas, and get paid for the shit. This shit is lovely, man. And you don't have to hop into this type of genre. There are many things people are interested in, man. I've seen people do YouTube channels about sleeping in the truck, being homeless. You know, these females acting like they driving trucks and cooking and got on these, you know, these little booty hugging shorts. Dudes planting and growing the smoky smoke. Dudes building out in the backyard, cars, all types of stuff, man. Whatever you like, you can 100% believe other people have an interest in that as well, man. You just have to find what you like to do. Talking about sports, boxing, it's all type of stuff, man. But at the end of the day, the money is coming from another dude. So why do you care if you put a video together and then somebody reacts to it or whatever? The money's not coming out your pocket, man. I don't understand, man. Anyway, let's get back to the big fella, man. Damion. Damion Porter. I'm spelling your name right, man. I'm spelling your name right, DP.
It never happened. This is how the individual beat 118 copyright strikes, because he filed the complaint with YouTube, the appeal with YouTube, and YouTube gave these individuals, these corporations or what have you, 10 days to respond with evidence, with proof, showing a court filing that you're filing a case or a complaint against the content creator. If you don't show that, then YouTube removes the copyright strike within that 10 business days. So Adam22, you got 10 days to go to show YouTube that you're filing a case against me, Damion Porter. You're filing a copyright strike in federal court against me.
Now hold on. Now that you say that, right, it jogs my memory a little bit. I seen Poetic Flacco going back and forth with point and shoot. I believe Flacco had filed a suit on Flacco had filed a suit on the dude with the channel called Point and Shoot. And then Point and Shoot was saying, okay, good, because now he has to, reveal his address and the reasons why, Point and Shoot was basically trying to say that Poetic Flacco was filing frivolous lawsuits, right? And so, yeah, those guys was going back and forth, right? Both those guys, I think get a pretty decent bag. At one point in time, I seen Flacco say he hadn't got a check under 50,000 in the last 10 months. Of course, and I believe it. Looking at his numbers, me being a YouTuber, knowing what an individual can potentially make, that was right around the time that Brick Baby, Big U got caught up in all that type of stuff. So Flacco definitely was doing numbers, right? But those dudes was embroiled in a back and forth. I don't know what ever became of it because I didn't follow it. But yeah, so some of these dudes, I say that to say, will, file these lawsuits or whatever to be petty. But to me, it's some bitch shit at its finest, man. I ain't gonna lie.
And you can do that. I'm going to counter sue. I'm going to do the same thing. And we just going to be in there fighting each other over this situation because you use everyone else's content too. My channel get taken down, so will yours.
Now, let me clear this up, right? I'm not saying what the big fella is doing is some bitch shit. I'm saying the initiator of the lawsuit, right? Because to me, like I said, man, we all sitting back, we trying to get a bag, however much it is, big or little, whether if you're doing YouTube full time or you're doing YouTube to supplement your income, right? Me, I'm coming in on YouTube on the back end of the thing, like I say, doing all that prison time, right? So all these views and all this shit, it don't matter to me, man. I got a good buddy who used to tell me all the time, Chill, you don't know how much, and he is younger than me, right? Maybe about 25, 30 years younger. He said, Chill, you don't really understand what you have. He said a lot of individuals would love to have your subscribers be able to get paid and this and that. So there are some people who put a lot of stock into this type of stuff, right? And so it is a blessing, right? And so once again, by the money being coming from somewhere else, I don't care what a dude, if he reacts to my video or whatever. Like I say, I don't understand the pettiness of the individual who would cry about somebody, reacting to his video.
Thing is going to work. Believe me, I might not be anywhere as near as big as No Jumper, but my heart is bigger than everyone over there. I'll fight them by myself. Believe me. So we'll see what's about to happen there. So again, No Jumper done tried to bust me out, bro. They didn't sit. Now, I don't want to get into a back and forth necessarily with No Jumper or anyone over there because I've used a lot of their content, quite a few of their videos that I've reacted to over the last few months. If that's the case, they can just keep on sending these complaints, keep on trying to send these strikes from months ago, from videos that I did months ago, like he just did. Again, this video was from months ago. So he can still keep sending complaints, and they can just keep hitting me with them. And I just got to keep appealing them and doing all this stuff and going back and forth. So either that or try to run back to my channel and take the videos down that I've done. I'm not going to do all that. They use other people's content. I use the content. It's fair use. I would win the case in court. It's literally fair use. It's under the Fair Use Act that I can use this content, anyone's content, unless you have a true copyright claim, which he does not. So I'm not sure how or why I drew the ire of No Jumper, but apparently, because a lot of people use their content and react to their content, because all of their content is about LA and gang stuff and all of this nonsense that they got going on over there, trying to break up the community. So, okay, we'll see. I'm just going to run my own content then, but still on No Jumper, but just without using their content. Now I'm going to get on them. Now it's up. It's on there. You're trying to divide the community, you coach or vulture, and then make it seem like the people from LA can't use the content that you use. All your content is LA. So if I'm using your content, that's because you're using my culture for you.
Now, let me pause right there, right? Going back to earlier, what I said about a younger friend of mine telling me, hey, Chill, you are in a envied position to have a YouTube channel, with the amount of viewers that you have and so on and so forth. Because a lot of these young individuals, they put a lot of stock into views, likes, and all that, right? But what I don't understand is, like Damion Porter is saying here, why don't all the brothers, all the essays from the Southern California area get together? Not necessarily, they don't have to be together, but what I'm saying is, why don't everyone create their own podcast and stop giving the content to these individuals? But it is because with Adam having the viewers that he does, a lot of these dudes go cuckoo for Cocoa Puffs for these views. A lot of people, they want to get, a lot of these people want to get, they want to get the visibility they feel going on a podcast like No Jumper can get them. So they're willing to basically sell the valuable information or the valuable story for a little bit of nothing, because you don't see many individuals go on those channels and get famous or get the popularity they're looking for. The only one at the end of the day who's really benefits is No Jumper. So, I just, at some point in time, man, dudes need to stop giving their culture to these individuals who haven't been in the street. Go to, when these street dudes create their podcast, give it to the street dudes instead of the squares, the No Jumpers, the Trap Lord Rosses, and all these other cats who basically, like he said, man, who are vultures of the culture.
Content. It works both. What's up with these people? It works both ways. So there you have it. Let me get to some other content now. I just want to let y'all know that all of this just happened right now, minutes ago. It's 8-something in the morning right now, 8:59 this morning. I'm about to load this video right now. It just happened. All of this, I'm about to appeal. I just didn't have a chance to appeal it yet. Took this little copyright school and all this, and the copyright strike comes off after 90 days once you take this school. I did that, passed the test, took the school, but I'm going to get it off before then because I'm about to file this appeal. And Adam, or No Jumper, I don't know if it was Adam 22 specifically, he has a whole little corporation over there, a whole little company. So, No Jumper, his legal team or whatever.
So, yeah, once again, man, that's crazy. I don't necessarily believe it was Adam per se, him being at No Jumper, him being the head of that company. Of course, he has different individuals who are relegated to different type of tasks, right? So I think one of them seen it, and they definitely took it to Adam, though. And Adam gave it the okay for it to be done, because nobody is going to make a move like that at that company without Adam's permission. So Adam may not, because Adam, he runs the company. He's not sitting, checking videos and, recording and doing little small stuff, hooking up microphones, you know what I'm saying? He has people to do all that stuff. So when a person sees something like this, hey, man, Adam, I need to holler at you, man. I think I seen the video that, we need to get took down or whatever. Adam could be the one that has the final say. So he may not be the one who discovered it, but he approved it. And so he's just as guilty, man. 100% bitch shit. Anyway, though, you already know what it is. It's your boy 16 to life. And for those of you guys who may not get what I'm doing when I'm spelling out the big fella's name, the big fella had got on my helmet, though. He told me, man, that, well, he didn't tell me, but he said in the video that I had been spelling his name wrong. And when I looked up, I did, right? So me and the big fella, we've talked a couple of times, right? And so when I first saved his name, I just spelled it, because Damion is spelled several different ways, right? And so I spelled it in the way that I was familiar with seeing it the majority of the time, and apparently I had spelled it wrong, and he let me know in a video I've been spelling his name wrong. So that's what that's about. Anyway, you already know what it is. It's your boy 16 to life. Resume normal program.